really got me what you were talking about is depending on what we post or what we watch on YouTube, kind of shows what we find interesting, whether it is like friends of ours doing stupid things or a political candidate telling us what he believes in, that kind of thing. But what we watch is probably a pretty big indicator of what we like.
Absolutely, and I think what's really exciting about YouTube is everything is there.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, everything that's ever been mediated is basically there, it could be and probably will be. So yeah, I mean, it's not that it's a closed down space, all possibilities are possible. And so each of us is going to navigate the course differently as well. Yeah, and one of the things I'm really curious about doing is we're going to do group projects. You're going to have to kind of figure out how to cluster into groups of 6 for the first project, you know, around a theme, a question. But they're going to be really different, and the class can be, you know, listen, most I teach these like super political, feminist, blah, blah, blah classes that half of you would hate, and that's not what this class is, because if you want to go watch your, you know, what am I going to say? If you want to go watch your dumb imitations of commercials, you can watch as many of those as you want. I'm not going to monitor, which I usually do, what we watch. Okay, someone else, what are you thinking?
I think I'm really impressed because it's the first class, the 5 C's, that's taking like media and the pop culture genre seriously. That's pretty exciting because I've been looking for that for a while. Because it's always been sort of like academia versus, you know, the other. So.
But what's so curious about YouTube, again, I agree, is that every art video ever made is on there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to turn it into your like private little, you know, video art classroom, it can be.
Right.
And it's like the most popular thing I've ever done with you, Anna, right? For sure.
I'm just interested to see where this goes afterwards, if this like catches on and other colleges start doing the same thing, copying and just, you know, using this as the same form.
There are all these questions about IP that are like scarily dancing around the edge. Maybe I shouldn't put it on YouTube. Right? You know, do we own this idea? Is this ours? You know, is it mine? Is it Pitzer's? You know, what happens? You know, when we do our coursework, we do it in a closed room, the door's closed, and that's the end of it. So this is extremely public, and there are also all these corporate questions about money, you know, things that are sellable, that get raised, that are never raised in the classroom environment, that really will pervert what we're doing in ways that I can't imagine. And that are very much about how popular culture works, and not academic.
Yeah.
There's nothing for sale here in this room, and there are definitely things for sale. Anyone else want to interrupt? Just what you're thinking. Anyone scared to death and want to run away very quickly? Yeah.
Well, I think it's just interesting that Pitzer has chosen to embrace this idea because, you know, I worked this past summer for the Career Center in Pomona, and they had all these concerns about, they wanted to be part of a social network in some way, and we were talking about Facebook and stuff like that, and ultimately decided there's no way in hell they were going to do it because there are all these privacy concerns. You know, if we're on Facebook, it means we can access all of our students' information, and that means we're liable for this, that, and the other thing.
So maybe there should be like a secret signal where I ask you to turn off the camera, but no one in the world will know what the secret signal is. Or maybe we have a special secret language where we can talk to that voice. No one gave me permission. I'm just doing it. Maybe the course will get closed down. I mean, see, I don't want to say that there. But, you know, I'm a professor. My work is structured by academic freedom. I'm not a corporate executive. I don't work for a corporation. I work for an academic institution. I'm teaching the class because I want to, and I'm sure that the dean of faculty will support me. And I don't know if student happiness is a really wacky experiment. It really depends on how much attention the course gets. One more? Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy that, like, whatever we're saying right now is being, like, is going to be put online. Like, I've noticed you're like, I don't want to say this to the camera, but I am. And it's because it's happening. Everything that's happening, well, that can be seen. I mean, I can't be seen, but I'm heard. So, like, it's really interesting, and I think that's great. Like, that people are like, who's saying that? I can't see that person. I wonder what's happening. So,
okay.
I think that's really interesting.
And I think that, again, when I say the class is about, if you're thinking about pedagogy, something about the privacy of the classroom space is really important to learning.
Yeah.
We've already foregone it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Right.
It's public. It's awesome.
Yeah, and public, because of the technological possibilities in a way that many of us can't imagine, right? How big it could be.
I know.
might not, because it's really not the kind of things people like to watch on YouTube.
Yeah, I was also thinking that.
I mean, already my 8-minute video is too long.
Yeah.
And you know, people don't like to listen to people like me. I mean, in popular culture, people like to listen to people like, you know, Britney Spears. So I have nothing in common with her, I hope. And the way I speak, what I'm interested in, you know, what I look like, my age, I mean, in all kinds of ways, I'm not the right body for popular culture. And so, you know, popular culture is probably not going to gravitate towards me, but it may gravitate towards you because you all do embody that. So you could make this, you know, the kind of popular culture version of the class. Maybe people would want to come. One more?
Oh, I was just thinking that all you need is one really like animated or wacky or odd student to post something, and it could automatically be, you know, one of the things they make fun of on like VH1 worst YouTube clips or whatever. So, or to post something quasi-scandalous, and there you go. You know.
You know, it's real easy to do. I think, you know, I have a good guess that one of the 6 groups might be interested in sort of thinking about, seriously, how you go about creating a, what's the word that everyone comes?
A buzz.
See,
Like a
buzz?
buzz about
No, it's like a, you know, everything converges at that one moment and everyone goes there. There's a word for that.
Tipping point.
Tipping point, yeah, but there's a media word for it. Think of it in a second. You know, could 6 of you may want to go about trying to make that happen in our class. And you know what? Everyone in the press, everyone who runs PR companies is trying to do it too. So if we could do it here, you know, it's not that easy to do. So, but, you know, we might want to think about how we can use the site in that way. And is it simply, you know, one of the girls taking off her shirt? I doubt it. Lots of girls take off their shirts in each book. So that's not
These are
going to
college
get
girls
it.
in college class.
Huh? The whole class does.
I just said it was the college girls in an actual college class.
College
I'm not planning on taking my shirt off, I'm just saying.
I'm not sure, but you know, I think that we also understand, like, there, you know, you start to list actually how you can get people there, and you know, sex is going to be the first thing on your list. So, you know, are we interested in pursuing that? So, these are the questions. And if the site is primarily organized around sexuality or titillation or you know, whatever it is, how is that constraining the other things that you do? If that's what we see, if we're so agreed. Okay, so that's the game we're playing. It is a game, for sure. Let's talk a little bit about the syllabus. I want to make sure everyone understands what we're doing. It's very, very pared down on purpose, partly so that it's understandable to people who aren't in the class. But just so that you understand, starting in class next two days from now, the assignments are really simple. You need to sit down and watch YouTube for an hour every day before class, an hour before class. That's your reading. Okay, so you should, and I would really like you to think about reading. So reading posts, because in my mind the posts are by far the most, you know, the most underused part of the functionality of the apparatus, and the videos, right? So I want you to start thinking about the kind of writing that is there in relation to the kind of writing you're used to in an academic setting, and can we begin to use the posting function in a different way. So you should be reading and watching for an hour, and every other class you either post a video or you post a comment. And you know, I'm not grading them. Do whatever you want. I'm counting them.
Anywhere? You can post anywhere?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I would hope that you're mostly posting in our site.
Right.
Okay? And certainly linking back. But one of the things when I'm asking for extra expertise is I actually don't know how to like make this function the best as a community site. So I'm hoping someone's going to do that for us. Yeah.
Do we have to do videos and post a combination, or can it be just post or just
Every other one is a video or writing. Every other class.
So by Tuesday, we need to have.
By Thursday. Actually, no, we have an assignment on Thursday. Thursday and Tuesday there's assignments, so you should opt